Hello everyone, welcome to In the Kitchen with the Conservationist Conversationalist. It's been a while since I said that. It's been a while since I've made some tasty food. But today, I'm going to do something that I haven't done before because in recent In the Kitchen with the Conservationist Conversationalist, I have made desserts. And today I'm actually making what could be a lunch or a dinner or a, hey, I want a really fancy snack today. So yeah, I'm going to make a tomato caprese sandwich, vegan. And first I'm going to show you how to make a vegan basil pesto, which is not too much different than a normal basil pesto, but there is a few little tweaks, so I'll show you those. And yeah, so stay tuned. All right, please ignore that one of my lights is out in my kitchen, so the lighting is terrible, and that's just how it goes sometimes. So yeah, what are we going to start with first for the basil pesto? Well, you got to have basil. And depending on how much you're going to make, about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of firmly pressed basil. Make sure you wash it as well before you use it. And along with that, we're also going to have some pine nuts. And if you don't know what pine nuts are, I don't either. They're nuts, or maybe they're not, because let's be honest, peanuts lie to us all the time, and they're actually a legume. I don't know what pine nuts are, and I should, and maybe I should research, but then it wouldn't have made for this part of the video, would it? But anyways, you can find pine nuts in the refrigerated bulk section of your Whole Foods or food co-op, wherever. And yeah, so those are vital to this. Along with that, you're also going to want some extra virgin olive oil. I don't know what makes it extra virgin. Just shows you how my lack of knowledge today is absurd. Yeah, so some extra virgin olive oil. And then you're also, this is where the vegan part comes in. You're going to want some Go Veggie Parmesan cheese substitute, or if you don't have that, this is the Cheesy Bliss Parmesan. I love it. It's great. I use it on my vegan meatball sandwiches all the time, and to top my pizza, vegan pizza. But yeah, if you don't have that, you can use Nutritional yeast. It has basically the same sort of, adds the same sort of flavor to it, and that's totally fine. For taste, you can also add some pepper and some salt. And I got the special Himalayan salt. It is from way up. I feel blessed. That's a Drake and Big Sean reference. All right, so the first things you're going to blend together are the pine nuts and the basil. If you don't want to look for the mysterious pine nuts, you can substitute with walnuts. And in fact, even if you don't want to load this thing with 2 cups of basil, you can actually substitute spinach as well if that's what you prefer. But yeah, so the fun part that comes next is now we're going to blend these first. And if you live in a studio apartment like I do and you're already annoying the neighbors because you're the top floor, this is going to annoy the neighbors even more because it's loud. So after everything's starting to get blended together, you're going to add some of the olive oil. You're also going to add your vegan Parmesan or nutritional yeast if you prefer. And also, what I almost forgot, is 3 cloves of garlic as well. At least some sort of garlic for taste. And yes, you can add that next and then blend that right in. All right, so once it's all blended up, it should look like this, a big pile of green goop, but it's a tasty one, okay? I can guarantee you that. Yeah, so you're done with the hard part. So now it's time to take a little moment for yourself. I always say, you know, self-love is a major thing. So you've worked really hard so far. You've made that basil pesto. That is some gourmet-ish right there. So you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna have yourself a Kavita probiotic drink. I'm not sponsored by them, but I'd like to be. Kavita. Now here's where my tomato caprese sandwich is a little bit different. So I take a hoagie, and what I do is I actually put a little bit of pizza sauce on it, or tomato sauce of any sort, a marinara, and I put the vegan mozzarella on top of it, and I actually put it in the oven to melt it a little bit before I add the tomatoes and the pesto. So as you can see, it's tucked away in there. And it's going to get a little bit nice and golden brown, add that little toastiness for good taste. Alright guys, once that's a little bit toasty, add your tomato and your basil pesto to the inside of the sandwich. The outside would be a little weird. Yeah, and so thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen with Conservationist Conversationalist. And watch for a new podcast episode that is coming very, very soon. Share this video with your friends, your family, your enemies, anybody who would like a good old sandwich. Share it with just somebody who you randomly came across on Twitter, and they'll probably think you're a little bit weird, but who cares? Life's too short. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.